Yeah, soldiers, it's your boy Sage's coming to a video along for the universe, and this is the Sage's Sanctum podcast. Right now, this should be recorded on a Monday night, but this will come out on Tuesday. And I would like to wish a happy birthday to SSJ, SSJ 9 to whatever his jump of numbers or whatever.
Happy birthday to that person.
Yeah, but today's his birthday, and it's like. And he really would have liked the video today on his birthday, so he gets the podcast for today. So that's pretty nice. And I hope he really enjoys the podcast today because we're gonna break down a good amount of topics today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into my waifu of the day. So in terms of my waifu today, I would go with Leon from Akame ga Kill. She has the blonde like kitty stuff, then she's kind of very provocative if you know what I'm saying. And I really like her a lot, especially as a sister figure to Tatsumi throughout the series. So yeah. What about you, Drew?
I'm gonna pick Judel Harvey from the anime 100.
Okay, Giselle. Okay, Judel Harvey. Okay, Judel.
We'll let Sage look up this person because he probably doesn't know who she is and have a reaction.
I mean, it's like I haven't gotten to 100 yet. I'm busy with other animes at the moment, like stuff like Code Geass and Hunter x Hunter. But like, let me look at this. Judel Harvey, is 100 good? Oh my god! Yes!
This reaction.
Yes! I approve. My geese approves too.
Oh man. Well, that was worth it.
Yeah, it was. Alright, let's get into our first topic of the day. So we have a Bleach OVA announcement, and yeah. So, we have like a Bleach project that's going to be announced on March 21st of this year. And it's really exciting to see that. It's where Tite Kubo and it seems everybody else that's kind of working on Bleach is going to announce something that is going to be related to the anime, and it's going to be all announced on the 21st. And if that's the case, y'all need to support it.
Yes, for sure, because if we want like a Bleach Kai like we talked about in our previous podcast, we need to support whatever's coming out, honestly.
Yes, and who knows, maybe whatever is coming out could be that project, but it doesn't seem to be the Blood War anime what we expect, because I don't know if it'd necessarily be a project or whatever, but if the Bleach project is there and out like we think it is, we need to see it. We need to support this. Because we need Bleach back.
Yeah, it's honestly hard to tell what it is at the moment, but we do know something Bleach related is coming back, so that's the important thing to note.
So again, March 21st is when we're going to get the announcement. So that's around 2 months. So that's a little less than 2 months. So
potentially it's March 21st through 24th. So it'd be in between those days during the convention.
That's fair. I would also make the argument that there's a lot of different.
Like, it could be possible that it could be something else, but we know that there's at least two things. There's the 20th anniversary project that's coming out, but we also have like a new work presentation, so it's kind of interesting what that could actually be. You know, because Tite Kubo hasn't only worked on Bleach, but he's worked on other things. Which is something interesting to note. But yeah. You're still there, Sage? Maybe I cut out. I don't know. Let me reconnect. I'll be back, folks. Let's see. I guess we shall wait for Sage. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but I got disconnected there. Yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, would you like to anything to add, Drew? Because we can need to support this project, and there could be potential for a Bleach Kai or whatever. So
Just be aware that we shouldn't put our expectations too high because there's potential it could be someone else. So we shouldn't try to get mad if it's something else because he might not want to do Bleach anymore if we try to attack him.
Yeah. We need this has no matter what, we have to support this project and host for potential, because if the demand is there, it'll yeah. But and it doesn't matter if you don't like, if any of us like it, we have to support if it's not up to like what we would expect. But we need to support this. But we need to support this if we want Bleach back. Okay. I think that can shift us into our next topic. So let's talk about Kobe Bryant. So I don't know if you all heard this, but unfortunately, yesterday Kobe Bryant passed away along with his daughter and I believe 7 other people.
There was another sports guy, his wife, and a few other people.
Yeah, his wife and daughter, and she was the daughter.
No, Kobe's wife wasn't there, I believe.
No, not the what? No, for the other guy.
That's
his daughter, his wife, and himself died, and then Kobe's daughter and Gigi died. The guy was the guy who died was like a JUCO legend.
Okay.
And it's extremely sad that these types of people that this happened, and I think I have to put in a conclusion here. Where would Bleach something like Kobe Bryant? I literally went to Bleach again, but actually, I wish I could bleach my mind of something like this, but I can't. But the thing is, Kobe Bryant was probably one of the more avid athletes growing up, and a lot of people grew up watching him and got into basketball because of him. The fact that he's now gone from our lives when he had a lot to give at the young age of 41 is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, he's made impact not just in basketball, but in animation as well. He appeared in The Proud Family, which was one of the rare cartoons that actually had a all African American family, which was very impactful to diversity for sure in animation during the time.
Yeah, I could. That's definitely agreeable. Definitely.
And he's made several guest appearances because he's Kobe Bryant, celebrity, stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm pretty it's just extremely disheartening that something like this happened. It's just, and especially Gigi because he had her longer. I think that's a lot. There's a lot more tragedy right there as well. It's not only just Kobe Bryant; it's also his 13-year-old daughter, who was a she was a very good basketball star in terms of she should have at least had she didn't have the chance to live out her high school or college or whatever else she wanted to do. She didn't have a chance to live out any of that at all, and that's just extremely disheartening.
Yeah, he also appeared on Nickelodeon actually on an All That skit, which is pretty interesting.
Ooh, that is definitely interesting. He also won an Oscar for the short film that he had. Am I correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, and it was a very good, and that's a very good win. And that was a very. It just shows him how much he impacted culture in general, and how much of a cultural icon he was. Like a lot of people in the sports world knew him, like soccer stars, football stars, everybody knows around the world knows who Kobe Bryant is because he's one of the more impactful players. And again, basketball's more of a global sport, but that's something different there. But even but you had like these soccer stars pointing out like one of the I forgot the guy, one guy in like soccer put up a 2-4-4-24, which is one of Kobe's numbers after he scored a goal in tribute. And then the Spurs and Rockets ran out the 24-second shot clock, and they were in honor of Kobe, so they ran out the 24-second shot clock, each of them. So it was like that's a great. You can like talk about like the impact he made on not only just basketball but on the lives he touched. It's just like sad that he's now gone.
Yeah, it's for sure.
And even that, and just like talking about it, it was like very sudden too, because like it wasn't like he was sick and like he deteriorated over a couple of years. Like no, and like we didn't have time to like be ready for the day he died. This was like sudden. This is like sudden helicopter crash, like out of nowhere. And you just thought that someone like him was untouchable, but he wasn't. At the end of the day, life can be taken away pretty quickly.
Yeah, with his short film Dear Basketball, he actually became the first African American to win a Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's really good. You also can't I can't even get started onto some of like some more basketball his accomplishments on the court as well, such as being a 5-time NBA champion, 2-time scoring leader, 9-time All-NBA defensive team, 3-time All-NBA defensive second team. It was like 11-time first team All-NBA, 2-time second team All-NBA, and then 2-time third All-NBA third team. He won 2 Finals MVPs. He won an MVP. He was just a phenomenal athlete on the court and off it. He also won a couple gold medals. I think Olympic medals or something like that.
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm trying to confirm that just so I can. I think he did win but I believe he won a couple Olympic medals. Real quick. Okay, he does have medals. Yeah, he does have some medals. Olympic Games, he got gold in Beijing in the 2008 Beijing Olympics in Beijing, and 2012 he got a medal in London. And for the FIBA's American Championship, he was able to he got like in 2007 Las Vegas, he got a gold medal. So he got a good amount so he got some gold medals, which is great. In like the Olympics and FIBA. So that's really good. And I feel like something we could probably touch on at some point during the Renegon rant is probably people who are trying to take down his name. But that's for another podcast for another day.
Yeah.
And that's just my thing there, but you can't not just admire everything that he did. The dude was just an icon, and he always will be. And it's sad that he's now gone. And everybody else to everybody else on the helicopter, I wonder if I don't know if they confirmed the 2 other bodies, because I heard there were 9 people who died in the helicopter.
As far as the police said, there were no survivors, but that might have been just those people who died.
I'm not sure because I feel like there were 9 people who died on the helicopter, So it would have to like include the JUCO legends. It's I forgot Antobellini or something like that. The guy's name was Antobellini, I believe, for the JUCO legend, and his wife and daughter. Then there was Kobe and his daughter, and then there was probably the pilot, which is 6. Maybe there was a co-pilot, but then there
was
2.
a teacher, an elementary school basketball teacher that was on there, I believe.
Okay. That could that's another. So then at least one more.
Okay, so it was Kobe Bryant, John Nia Bryant. I believe that's how you say her name.
Yeah. Well, I just
John Abolti.
That's what I was thinking of.
Carrie, which is his wife. Then Alicia,
his daughter.
Then we have Peyton Chester. I don't know who she is. Sarah Chester. I'm sure they're related. Maybe a mother-daughter thing. And Christina Musser, I believe how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's the pilot, who is Arya Zobana, and I believe how you pronounce it.
Yeah. It's so like those lives that were lost on the plane. Like, it's just so freaking crazy. Honestly, like, it's just sad that they all had to go out that way. It's at least 9 people died that day on that helicopter.
Yeah, that was the list of all the people I found.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just something that you just like hate to see. It really is. Dang.
Yeah, it's for sure.
It's hard for me. I've already gone for like my own bummed out period from yesterday, so I'm gonna have to like try to keep my energy back up, but whatever. So
yeah, we both took a break during the time of his passing.
Yeah, it's it's hard to like take something like that, but you know, I feel like this might be like one of the first celebrity deaths I've ever had like a large attachment to, probably, in terms of like that a celebrity death, because like Kobe Bryant is just like someone who's like Philadelphia born and raised, became like a basketball icon, and it just seemed again untouchable, and then he just like dies.
I think for me, that would actually be when Dr. Seuss died.
Really?
Because I was like in elementary school, I think, when he died. And like when you're in elementary school and stuff, you go through all the books and other things like that. And it really hits you. I'm not too accurate. I need to check when he died actually real quick to make sure.
That's just it was probably it's just one thing.
Oh wait, never mind.
Okay. He died before.
It was 1991, so I wasn't even around then. I got that wrong. I think someone told me he was dead, and that made me sad.
I see.
Which that's an awkward thing to tell an elementary school person, but yeah. It is.
Oh, I see. It was like you learned the information like middle school, and it was like, oh,
no,
he died
in elementary school. Like, it sucked. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was some annoying kid who said it, or teacher, one of the two. It's been a while.
Annoying kid or teacher, I like that.
It's like Dr. Seuss is dead. It's like, what? Really? Like, you're like in elementary school. Like, you have attachment to this guy because they read the books a lot. Someone just hits you like that. It's like, man.
It's just like that type of behavior. So yeah, I guess I guess if that's the case, would this be the first celebrity death you've ever had a large attachment to, or no?
I will say somewhat because he was really impactful as far as the animation industry goes, but as far as attachment, it's not that far, I would say, because I was aware who he was. Like, he was really gained traction and stuff, but as far as true impact, I don't think it's enough there for me because I'm not that big of a sports fan, you know.
That's fine. At least I can like appreciate like the culture impact and stuff like that.
Well, yes, his cultural impact as for his many things that he's done throughout other industries, I've seen more than his actual basketball career because for me, I never got into sports, but I've always recognized like sports celebrities and other things that they do, you know.
Yeah, I see. I'm more in like the camp of like I'm hyper into sports and anime, but like that's just me, I guess. All right. I guess
We need to move to a
like,
lighter topic.
yeah, well, I guess all we can like say is like let's give a moment of silence for Kobe. Okay. All right. So I don't know how like I don't like how long moments are at this point. I really
I don't know either.
I don't. I feel like I hope I did that correctly. That would. I hope I did that correctly.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not a big moment of silence expert at all, but like, yeah, whatever.
I think you're an expert at this next topic, though.
Oh yes, name a Aram you recommend to a normie. So what? I think I'll let you start this off, Drew, since you've since I kind of talked a lot in the last topic.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Arnaro Host Club because it's a reverse one, and people won't notice it as quickly when they're watching it.
I see.
Like, there were some girls actually in my class who were watching it during like math when I was like still in high school, you know, like they were just watching the background. It's like, oh, he took my recommendation. I thought it was funny at the time.
So I feel like the Aram I could probably talk about are with Entei, I guess. The ones
you're gonna recommend that to a normie? Why would you do that?
I don't.
That sounds worse than my answer.
I feel like
like, here, Grandma, watch this. Oh, what's this? Oh no, what is this?
Wait, I'm showing that to my grandma? Are you crazy?
I said you have to recommend this to a normie, so it has to be someone who doesn't know much about anime or nothing at all.
Alright, I'll just like, you know what? Why don't I just I feel like this is basic, but how about High School DxD?
You know what? I think you'd be fine if you gave them the censored version, I think.
Oh, right.
You probably would. Depending which version you gave them.
We need uncensored, come on.
I mean, season 4 uncensored released in January.
Ooh, I better like get ready for the lotion.
You want to rewatch it? For the quality content that is High School DxD.
Oh yes, that content is amazing. There's so much amazingness with that content.
Yes, yes,
but if
I guess.
Oh my god, we're going to hell for this.
Well, that just happened to be one of the few things that I've actually watched because of. I was saying what ifs, like, oh, what's this? I was like, okay, I better watch this then.
Boosted, yeah, I see. Ooh, speaking of like, I also plan to do like a boosted gear type of thing of what if Naruto got the boosted gear, which could be interesting. So, and that's High School DxD. So I wonder if I could give Naruto a Aram.
We'll have to see in next rapid fire. What if
I'm doing it as
you're gonna do as an actual series?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
What if you got like I mean it'd be interesting. You would give like if you would give like characters like Deku like boosted gear and stuff like that. I think but like, I've seen a couple of that. I forget who did it again. My mind's a blank.
I mean, we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like, why not give like characters like Ichigo or Naruto boosted gear? It could actually be interesting in terms of narrative story.
I guess so.
All right, we just did the Deku one. All right, yeah, I'm an idiot.
I think Noah's stories is actually honestly better. Like I've been watching his, and it's really good.
Yeah, that's an interesting. That could be interesting. That's actually interesting. I'm interested in like how many like. There's like Noah Stories does produce a good amount of quality content. He's really good. Check out Noah Stories, bro. Which to all the people who are going to view this, which hopefully a decent amount of you view it. So
we'll put it in the community tab after this. That way it gets something.
Yep, that should work. All right. I think this is the last one we need to look at. And tip of the day, when do we quit watching a what if or series? You can start this, Drew.
I'm gonna say I normally quit watching when like OCs sort of start getting thrown in. Like sometimes it makes sense, but depending how well they're written, if they keep going, that's usually what turns me off.
Yeah, for me, like the what if stories come into like a weird. For me, when it comes to like what if stories, I just feel like for me, it's just like when it becomes like it gets too boring or something like that. Because like if you don't have like if the story is like if the concept is interesting, but then it starts to become very boring, and you don't find different ways to entertain it to make it entertaining, I feel like that's when I would stop watching it.
Yeah, I guess that sounds like a better reason, honestly, than the one I gave, but I think sometimes you can just skip through a video if you think it's boring, like get a 15-second skip, whatever key that is.
Yeah, but like imagine if there's like multiple videos of like it becoming boring and boring and boring.
You'd probably just unsubscribe from the person. So yeah, I think that's a better reason.
It's like when do we have like it's like for me quit like when it comes to like what if videos, it's just like you have to find a way to make the story entertaining.
Actually, I have a better answer, I'm gonna say.
What's that?
Okay, this normally happens more often than my other answer, but people who don't script videos.
Oh, right.
Because I can usually tell if someone did or not.
True, that's very true.
Does that include rapid fire what ifs? Not really, because they usually go somewhere.
Yeah, and those are designed to be random. They're not designed to be scripted.
Like, that's the difference. Like, if you're trying to do an entire story straightforward, it's like, sure, that's a bit problematic. But if you do, like, a rapid-fire what-if where each individual has no idea what they're doing sometimes, or they do, when it goes somewhere, that's what happens.
It's all by design with these rapid-fire what-ifs. There's a point to it. They're unscripted. It's what makes them... It would allow people to go crazy. You gotta think of stuff on the spot. We're not scripting stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like, look, like here's the other thing. Like, to me, I used to be under that impression. I used to actually not be under the impression of like not scripting my videos that much because I was worried about like stress issues. But like, I feel like when I moved to like a script format, it's like a lot better. So I think that another piece of advice for you guys is like use scripts. Just use scripts. It's not. I feel like a comment would probably be like what this comment actually sums it up with what would happen if you like don't use scripts unless you're like very good of thinking at the top of your head. It's like a little kid trying to describe his favorite episode of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Remember when Thomas the Tank Engine blew up the moon? That was my favorite episode.
No, it would be like this. It's like Thomas did this and he was a favorite episode. He did this and like it's my favorite.
Yeah, something more like that. That's
yeah. It's like a lot of like stuttering back and forth, and like you have to keep your thoughts more concise. So if you don't make your thoughts as concise, it's like not going to be that great. It's not going to be as great of a product, and you've got to make good product to get people's respect and attention. It's how we've been able to like eventually build up our audiences.
I would say so.
Yeah,
or at least make us rewatchable. I think. Like I think we have rewatchability because our content's slightly better.
It's like I feel like our content is really good. It's really good. Especially in our crafts and fields and whatever.
Watch Anderson Deku.
Anderson Deku, greatest Deku there is.
Keep watching that series.
Anderson Deku is the greatest Deku of all time.
Don't let it die.
Anderson Deku could literally pimp as many girls in MHA as he wants. Okay, he wouldn't. He's Christian. He won't do that.
It's like, never mind. He won't do that.
But it's like, what I recommend you watch Anderson Deku. It's pretty funny. Yeah. All right. How long have we been going on about this?
Let's see. Probably around 30 minutes besides silence that we did for when your internet disconnected.
Well, yeah, it's because different stuff. So I guess we could talk about another one of my.
We could talk about a canceled project real quick.
A canceled project?
Yes, a while back, me and Sage were actually writing a Christmas special for Anderson Deku.
Yeah,
and it never released because the series died.
It's because in the middle of that, we thought about okay, maybe we could just start part 5 of Anderson Deku. And 2, it's why create filler?
Yeah, that was the main thing, but the filler had some good moments in it. Mm-hmm. As far as jokes go.
It was very Christmassy.
Like Anderson putting a rock in a snowball and throwing it at someone. That was actually in the script.
Actually getting hit with a snowball laying rock. Or would it be a rock laying snowball? I don't know.
Well, I guess it's a snowball with a rock in it. I don't know what you'd call that.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, Deku was decorating the dorms and stuff because we made it take place in Season 3. Which is actually kind of funny.
Yep, they gonna learn today. They gonna learn today about Anderson Deku.
But also in that, it had a lot of reveals of different character changes, actually. Which we're not spoiling yet, because we're gonna save those.
For part 5. Which could be coming out eventually. Who knows?
Yeah. In a what if universe, there's endless possibilities. It may or may not be done. Who knows?
Who knows? It could come back, but it may not. You never know. Also, anyway, I feel like now's the time to here's another topic that I do have. Favorite fried chicken places. Because I'm eating fried chicken right now.
Sure, we'll do that.
Alright, so favorite fried chicken places. My favorite have to be Popeyes. Close second would be Royal Farms because I live in the Maryland area. Royal Farms has some very good food in terms of fried chicken and stuff like that. They got some good deals and stuff like that. But I would put Popeyes above it because I love their Cajun fried and stuff like that. Decent cheese sauce and stuff like that. But Popeyes has those biscuits and stuff, and it's just really good overall.
Yeah, I get you.
What about you, Drew?
I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Cane's. They're really good.
Really?
Raising Cane's. They're pretty good. And Chick-fil-A. I'll go with that. This is my second pick.
I see Chick-fil-A as like a bit different because they've got like they sell like chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. They are fried chicken based.
I think the breading's a bit lighter. That's my opinion with that.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
That's why I didn't count it.
But I feel like they're like less of a fried chicken place because they like more so like focus on like the nugget stuff. Meanwhile, we got like whole like chicken breast and wings with like. But okay, I didn't count them, but I do love me some Chick-fil-A.
Like I haven't had anything from there that I didn't like, honestly.
Chick-fil-A is just so good overall.
Yeah.
You see the crunch of Royal Farms. It's just like it's so crisp. It's just so crisp. And there's like a lot of like goodness into it. Not too greasy, sure. Unlike KFC, which is why I hate KFC, but like so good in many facets. You like it? Yeah.
You can say what you say. I accidentally interrupted you.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like really good, and again, it's not too greasy. It's like unlike KFC. You got anything to add there, Drew?
I don't know if I've eaten at KFC. I might have some point. I just don't remember it.
Maybe it was so bad that your mind's blocking it out.
Maybe. That could be it.
Like, it's very possible. KFC is literally one of the... It's not a good restaurant place. They have 6% of their restaurants that are dirty. Like, the lowest is like probably like 0.8 or something like that. In like terms of like restaurant cleanliness ratings and percentages. But they're getting beat by like Taco Cabana.
Yeah, or Taco Bell. Many other places.
Yeah. And then you got like... It's also the fact that they have like one of the worst... Oh wow, I should not be ranting about KFC. I should say that for like another podcast.
Yeah, we'll do that. It's a very special podcast where things happen.
Alright. You know what? We're gonna save... The Running on Rant podcast on the Running on Rant podcast, KFC will feel my wrath. Alright. I think we've been going at this for a good amount of like almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, close enough. Like 37, whatever.
All right, I guess we can probably like end this out. Drew, end it out, and I'll just close it.
This has been not your boy Anime Sage, not signing out because I don't get the last word. Or I don't know.
This has been I guess I'll close it out like this. This has been your boy Anime Sage, along with Drew from Waifu Universe. Signing out. Peace. Yorka. Tune next time for another podcast episode. And again, bye. Peace. York. Ha. Bye bye.